In this video I want to talk about Cookiebot and how to ensure that a user is only tracked through Google Tag Manager once a user gives permission to be tracked, and only then. Are you ready to get started? Let's dive right into it. Okay, so first of all, as you can see, I have landed here on the website cookiebot.com. Please type that in. And then I also have actually a link down here in the description that you can actually utilize, and it will take you straight away to this website. And as you can see, there's also this 14-day free trial option, so make use of it, and then you can actually test out the website and the platform to decide later on if you want to actually purchase it or go ahead with the free version. Okay, so what are we doing here now? So first of all, we will log into the interface. We will land on something like this page here. Let me just actually X out on here. I played around with it in advance, of course. So you will land on this page here and you have a few options here, but the most important thing here is actually over here where you can see the domains. You will need to add in your domain. You've got a configuration option here where you can change and play around with the design, and then the implementation option, which is probably the most important for this video, so we will dive into that. Okay, as you can see here, we got implementation. You scroll down a little bit, you have a Cookiebot script here. You could actually hard code that on a website, and then you're running Cookiebot through that. Or maybe even the better way is you use a partner integration like WordPress, Shopify, or whatever store you have, or in our case, utilize Google Tag Manager. Okay, so how do we set it up in Google Tag Manager? We go to implementation. We will copy this domain group ID because that's what we are going to use, and we will head over to Google Tag Manager to see what we have to do here. Okay, as you can see here, I am in my Google Tag Manager account. I am actually also running Cookiebot at the moment, as you can see here, but for illustration purposes, I will redo the whole setup so you can actually see how to do it yourself. So we will go to new. We will actually go to tag configuration, community template gallery, and in the magnifier glass, we will actually search for Cookiebot. And as you can see, Cookiebot CMP by Usercentrics is the right one. Choose the template and then the Cookiebot ID. We will actually just copy this into here and paste it into here. I already copied it, right? That's the one. And here are a few things that I will actually explain, not all of them, but the most important ones. So language, I think, is self-explanatory. CDN region, very important. Here, actually, the best option is to use EU if you are in Europe. If you're outside of Europe, use .com, okay? Further down here, add geo regions. This is basically if you want to have different settings or banner styles for different regions. Let's say US has a different banner than EU. Then you can actually add geo regions, add a row here, say, okay, EU, or let's say EEA, that's all European countries plus the 3 extra ones, and then US down here, and then perhaps you have different domain group IDs with different banner styles or messages, etc. Okay, or you could even do it completely different. You could even have like US 06. Let's say you are in the US, then let's say you have California. California usually has slightly different laws than the rest of the US. You may want to have a different style here in California than in the rest of the US. You can also look up the region codes in here, in this link up here. I will actually provide a link down in the description, and as you can see here, US 06 is California. Okay, so let's head back into here. I will actually not make use of that because I don't want to add geo regions. I will use the same banner with the same information worldwide, okay, to keep it simple, and in many cases that's also sufficient, but always check with legal. Okay, enable Google Consent Mode. Yes, of course, that's the reason why we're actually utilizing a CMP, so definitely leave that one ticked. Okay, down here, this one here is more for different ad exchanges like criteria. Consent mode settings here, wait for update, 2000 milliseconds. Yes, leave it as a default. Redact ads data, always leave on dynamic, I would say, not to true or false, because you don't always want to redact ads data, but sometimes you want to have it, so dynamic is the best choice. So it will adjust depending on user choices like consent choices, so that's the best option. Enable URL pass-through. Yes, you can actually select that. It says when using URL pass-through, a few query parameters may be appended to links as users navigate through pages on your website. It's probably not a bad option. You could potentially utilize that. And then advertiser consent mode, I'm gonna select as well, because it talks about the TC string, and that's actually something that goes hand in hand with this here, these two. As I'm not selecting this, I'm also not selecting that here. This is more like for publishers, like for example Criteria or something, right, if you utilize that. So further down here, more important, this one here is, this one you have to get right. Add region, you can leave it blank. Okay, what does it mean? It will leave blank to apply globally. Entire world will apply it. Probably if you want to be really, you know, user consent strict, like if you want to be strict in compliance, in laws, in user tracking a user also, then I would leave it like that, like denied. So that basically means the user lands on the website, every setting is on denied initially, so you're not tracking anything from the start. Okay, for example EU, I would always say that's the best option for the EU. Outside of the Europe, it gets maybe a little bit more blurred, I would say. There are some regions where it's stricter, some it's less strict. For example, US, for example, is probably not, but don't quote me on it, maybe not necessary. You could potentially even have them granted initially, and then, you know, through the user choices, you adapt the tags if they fire or not. But for EU, definitely denied is the best option here to be on the safe side. Okay, cool. So I will actually add that. You have to add that. Don't forget that, otherwise it won't work. Then you have advanced settings. You might think you have to do something here, like in terms of the consent settings, to actually, you know, just fire that after user consent. But no, that's not quite right, because this is actually ensuring or establishing the user consent options, as so to speak, right? Without that, you don't even have a banner and people can't actually make any choices. So this always has to fire, right? Because it won't track anything or track any data to third-party ad platforms or something. It will just fire to make sure that actually nothing is tracked from a user if they say so. Okay, so the firing trigger here therefore will be very early once the page loads on consent initialization or pages. We will add that, and that's basically what it is. We will save it, Cookiebot CMP, save. And once you have that, you're fine already. So we can actually head over to the website now. As you can see here, that's the banner that actually pops up here then. Oops, I can open it again, change the consent, let's say. And as you can see now, we have this Cookiebot by Usercentrics template here or pop-up, and we can now decide what we want to do. And of course, these choices that you make here now have to be reflected in your tags, right? So there needs to be a connection between these options of a user to your tags, but this is basically in a different video that I have in my channel already, so you can check that out, where I actually talk about that. It's called like Cookie Consent Update, I think, part 1 and part 2, where I actually talk about that. Okay, but yeah, in essence, that's it for Cookiebot. But we are not quite finished now, because also in terms of the configuration, there are a few options that you can select here. So if you want to bear a little bit with me, one little thing that I want to tell you actually, which is not unimportant. So if you go with the free trial, you have options to actually select banners, like this banner layout basically, and this one here, design options for different colors, etc. And there are a few other options like compliance down here, where actually this should be applied to. But in essence, what I want to say is, like, for the free trial option, you have these options. If you go with free, you're a little bit more limited. And in terms of the layout, you will only have this dialog, okay, which brings the banner to the middle of the page basically. And if you have the paid version, the upgrade to Cookiebot Premium, you also have the bar down here, and you also of course have more options in terms of pages that you can actually apply this to. So as you can see, sub page count 21 pages, 0 to 50 is the €7 version, and in my case I'm still fine, right? Because I think this tracks up to 25. Okay, I can actually track 0 to 50 here, but with my version, I do believe, as I have 21 and I'm still on a free plan, I think it goes up to 25 pages. So I'm you know, scratching on it, but I'm still fine with actually using that. I will probably utilize the paid version soon, because what I've seen is, if the banner's in the middle of the page or if it's down there, it's usually from a user experience better, and you have a little bit more customization options as well. So to ensure or to increase the likelihood of fully tracking a user because they do not deny or tracking all cookies. Okay, anyway, small hint here, small tip here. I went through that, so I want to share it. So I hope that was valuable. So in the end, set it up. My link is down in the description. Check it out, and if you have questions, just comment in the chat and I'll be happy to answer any questions also in terms of how to set it up with the tags, or check out my channel. See you. Keep watching, keep learning. Bye bye.